From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network at Troy, Alabama's International University, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for October 2nd, 2017. I'm Lauren Harkson.
And I'm Nathaniel Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us this evening. Heard by now, the Trojan football team had a pretty big win on Saturday, defeating the nationally ranked LSU Tigers. Troy defeated the Tigers 24-21 Saturday night in a thriller in Baton Rouge. It was the first time the Trojans defeated a nationally ranked team on their home field. Troy has faced some big-name opponents over the years, but as head coach Neil Brown tells us, this win was big for the program.
On the door for a long time. Two different times in this venue here in 2004 and in 2008 had an opportunity to win the game. Another time at Ohio State, Florida State, Tennessee. I can go down the list. We've had opportunities. And the challenge of this football team are we different? We've done a lot of really good things over the last 2 years. We were ranked in the top 25 at a certain point last year. We won 10 games, won a bowl game. But are we different? Can we step up and for 4 quarters play a physical brand of football against a really good team, one of the traditional powers in college football, and our guys answer the bell.
Sarah Drake will have more details on the big win coming up later in sports.
And the big win got plenty of national attention over the week as Troy upset the Tigers, but most Trojan fans were pretty far from upset about the results of Saturday night's historic win. Paige Weeks talked with students around campus today to get their reaction.
I'm proud to be a Trojan.
I'm super pumped to be a Trojan right now.
Feels great. I'm a Trojan.
And it really did bring a lot of joy and pride to me to know that I was a Troy Trojan.
After Troy's historic win over 25th ranked LSU, it's fair to say the Trojan Nation was excited about the victory. And that excitement remains present around campus 2 days later.
The entire thing was surreal. I was shocked completely.
I was very excited. A small school beating an SEC school is always a big deal.
To go down there at night and beat them for homecoming was awesome.
Although the Trojan faithful are happy now, there were some tense moments toward the end of the game as LSU tried to mount a comeback. But Blaze Brown seemed to make everyone feel much better.
It was the most nerve-wracking thing. I was sitting there almost having a panic attack. I was like, oh my gosh, Troy has to pull this off.
That last play, it was really mind-blowing. I thought they were going to win, but I was so happy for the Trojans to win that game.
That last interception was it made my night better. It was everything I needed.
And some students feel the victory over LSU is a sign of how the Trojans have succeeded in rebuilding the wall.
Seeing Troy come from going 2-8 to where we're at now is definitely exciting. I think we're on doing big things.
Just seeing how hard the Trojans have worked to just really rebuild the wall, it's been incredible because I think that they put in so much hard work and so much initiative, and this just goes to show how great it is to have a football team like ours.
It really brought more pride to the school, and the students are really showing it, pressing it more, and it just got us ready for South in 2 weeks.
And that's where the Trojan faithful's attention is now turned as the Trojans prepare for the Battle of the Belt on October 11th. Paige Weeks, Troy TrojanVision News.
The Student Government Association will hold the South Alabama Pep Rally on Tuesday, October 10th at 6:30 p.m. in Trojan Arena. While there were many Trojan faithful that made the trip to Baton Rouge, there were many that decided to stay a little closer to home to watch the game.
Luckily, the city of Troy provided a place for Trojan fans to gather and watch the game together on the downtown square Saturday night. Janae Jordan has the details.
On Saturday night, the city of Troy held a watch party for the students and the people in the community to come out and cheer on the Trojans as they took on the LSU Tigers.
Well, if you look behind me, there's a lot of people out here. I think there's a lot of support for the Trojans this year. We have, record-setting attendance at the stadium, so I think a lot of people really enjoy it.
The watch party held in downtown Troy gives people a chance to enjoy the game with their friends and family while enjoying some free food.
I came for the watch party. I saw a bunch of people here and family, so I like the spirit of Troy. Yeah, I feel like home here. All this family spirit, so I like to be here.
Fans watched what would become a victory over the LSU Tigers with a score of 24-21.
Well, I know they're a big school. I'm from Brazil, so I don't have much experience about football games, but I know SCU is a big school, ACC conference, so I'm expecting Troy wins the game, and we're gonna have a great victory.
The Trojans will be back in action on their home turf on Wednesday, October 11th, when they take over the rivalry team, the South Alabama Jaguars. Reporting from downtown Troy, Janae Jordan, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
This Saturday, the square will become a marketplace. Fresh produce and arts and craft will be available at the first downtown market on the square of the fall. It will run from 7 a.m. to noon.
Now, the latest in Trojan Sports on Troy Trojan Vision News.
Hello and welcome to Trojan Vision Sports. I'm Sarah Drake. The Trojan football team is now 4-1 after the team was able to gain the upset victory on Saturday against the number 25 ranked LSU Tigers in Baton Rouge. The Trojans played an intense game from start to finish, keeping the Tigers at bay to secure the victory. The Trojan football team walked away with a 24-21 win against the number 25 ranked LSU Tigers Saturday night in Death Valley. And head coach Nell Brown calls this a significant win, but explains why it is not the biggest win in school history.
Huge win for us Saturday night at LSU. I'm careful to say this. It's a significant win. I don't believe it's the biggest win in school history. We won 3 national championships here in 68, 84, and 87. I think that would be disrespectful to those team members to say it's the biggest win in school history. I don't believe that. But it is very significant. And it's significant for our university. It's significant for this community, and it's significant for our football program.
Brown dedicated this win to the Trojans of the past due to the fact that the team wouldn't have been in this position without them.
This win is for all those teams, dating back to 2004, that helped put this program in a position where Saturday night could happen, and that had played the so-called money games and came up close so many times and weren't able to get it done for a variety of reasons. I want all those players, those former players and those former teams to feel like they had a piece of this, because they did.
Brown said that this was not the best performance from the Trojans, but that the team played solid.
We still didn't play a perfect game. We made some routine plays, but I don't think we did anything exceptional in the game on Saturday. We just were really solid. We were really solid in all 3 phases.
And Brown said that Saturday's game featured the largest group of fan support he has ever been a part of.
That was the biggest turnout, the loudest turnout by any fan group that I can remember, that representing a team that I was part of. And they were loud. I thought they drowned out some of the LSU, especially late in the game. They stayed. They were excited. I thought they did a great job.
The Trojans have a week and a half off before they have to suit up to face Sunbelt rival South Alabama on Wednesday. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. at the Vet. The Trojan volleyball team lost their Friday night match against Georgia Southern, but was able to wrap up the weekend on a good note with a victory over Georgia State on Saturday. Brianna Jones has the highlights.
The Trojan volleyball team have been looking to get out of a slump, coming from a 4-game losing streak, with 3 of those losses being conference matchups. Saturday, they took on another conference rival, Georgia State Panthers, in an intensive match. The Trojans instantly got on fire against the Panthers when they won the first set 25-28, but it was not an easy game for these teams as sets were going back and forth in wins.
I think that tonight our girls showed a level of consistency that they've been really working hard to find over the course of our last 4 matches. We talked this morning about tightening our ship up a little bit and doing the things that it takes to be focused and play a little bit more consistent, and they really responded well. We also talked that we needed to get our middles more involved, and Logan and Savannah showed up tonight in a big way. They were fantastic all the way through. Our setters did a great job running the offense tonight. And they've been working hard this week and making good choices, and it paid off tonight.
With the match being tied 2-2, it was Logan Page who hit the game-winning kill against the Panthers, making their overall now 6-12 and increasing those home wins to 4.
We brought Logan in at the beginning of the week and we said, hey, all right, it's not about how hard you hit it, it's about putting the ball on the floor. And, she bought in. And she kept working hard, and we told her, if you are available, we're telling the setters to give you the ball. And she got rolling, and then the confidence grows, and our setters' confidence in her grew. And, we made some connections tonight that we probably haven't seen since since the second weekend, the last time we were at home.
The final score of the match was 3-2. Brianna Jones, Troy, TrojanVision Sports.
Up next, the Trojans face South Alabama on Wednesday in Mobile. And the soccer team had their match against the Jaguars on Sunday and didn't start rivalry week off on a good note. Once again, here's Brianna Jones.
The Trojan soccer team have been looking to get another win as they return home from Boone, North Carolina when they took on the South Alabama Jaguars at Troy Soccer Complex. With this being a conference match, it was very important for the Trojans to play hard, and immediately in the first half, they set the tone scoring first. Unfortunately, the Jaguars did bounce back as they answered to that goal. Despite the hard work from the Trojans, they fell short in a double overtime game with 6 minutes left to go. And although the loss, head coach Jed O'Connor was excited about how the team got physical.
Team shape was excellent, the work rate was excellent, the communication from front to midfield to back. We were very happy with how they played overall. Obviously very difficult conditions with the weather and the wind, but we're playing a very good team and they're going to win a lot of games. So for us to be able to compete the way we did throughout the course of this game, I can't have anything but positive thoughts for the players.
Although the Trojans did fall short, sophomore Maddie Brune did make her second goal of the season.
She is just tremendous back there for the girls. She's big, she's strong, she's physical, she's powerful. She charges her way through and scores tremendous goals. I mean, I'm truly impressed to have her, and a number of the other players are so young, but getting so many minutes and playing so well for us over the course of the season.
The final score of the match was 2-1. Brianna Jones, Troy, TrojanVision Sports.
Up next, the soccer team welcomes Arkansas Little Rock to the Trojan Soccer Complex Friday night. First kick is scheduled for 7 p.m.